The domestication of wheat and barley in ancient Iran. Iran's contribution to the Neolithic revolution. The domestication of wheat and barley ranks among the most transformative developments in human history. It marked the transition from mobile hunter-gatherer lifeways to settled agricultural communities, and ultimately laid the foundations for civilization itself. Within this global process, the Zagros Mountains of western Iran occupy a particularly important position. Archaeological evidence from the Iranian plateau demonstrates that some of the earliest experiments in plant cultivation and cereal domestication occurred in this region, making ancient Iran one of the key centers of the Neolithic revolution. The environmental setting of early agriculture. At the end of the last ice age, approximately 12,000 years ago, the landscapes of western Iran offered ideal conditions for the growth of wild cereals. The foothills and valleys of the Zagros Mountains supported abundant populations of wild barley. Hordeum spontaneum, and wild wheats, including the ancestors of emmer wheat, Triticum dacacum. These fertile environments provided hunter-gatherer groups with reliable sources of food and encouraged increasingly intensive harvesting practices. Rather than appearing suddenly, agriculture emerged gradually through centuries of interaction between humans and wild plants. Communities began collecting, processing, and eventually managing wild cereals. Over time, repeated harvesting and deliberate sowing created conditions that favored plants with traits beneficial to humans. This long process eventually led to the appearance of fully domesticated crops. Chogha Golan. Evidence for a gradual transition. One of the most significant archaeological sites for understanding this process is Chogha Golan, located in the foothills of the Zagros Mountains in present-day Ilam Province, western Iran. Excavations at the site have revealed a remarkably long sequence of occupation dating from approximately 12,000 to 9,700 years ago. The archaeological record at Chogha Golan provides rare evidence of the gradual transition from foraging to farming. Researchers identified extensive remains of wild barley, wild wheat, lentils, and other edible plants throughout the site's earliest layers. For more than 2 millennia, the inhabitants relied heavily on gathering and managing these resources while remaining largely dependent on wild species. The significance of Chogha Golan lies in the continuity of its occupation and the detailed botanical evidence preserved within its deposits. Analysis of thousands of carbonized seeds has shown that people increasingly favored certain cereal species and intensified their cultivation practices over time. Around 9,800 calibrated years before present, a Cal BP, evidence appears for domesticated type emmer wheat, characterized by morphological changes associated with human selection. This discovery represents one of the earliest clear indications of cereal domestication in the Eastern Fertile Crescent. The findings demonstrate that domestication was not a single event, but a long-term evolutionary process involving both human decisions and biological adaptation. Chogha Golan therefore provides one of the clearest archaeological records of early agriculture anywhere in the world. Ali Kosh and the expansion of farming. Another important site is Ali Kosh, located in the Dehluran plain of Khuzestan province. Occupied roughly between 8,000 and 7,500 years ago, Ali Kosh offers evidence of a more fully developed agricultural economy. Archaeological investigations revealed cultivated emmer wheat and two-row barley, along with evidence for animal husbandry. Unlike the earlier experimental cultivation documented at Chogha Golan, farming at Ali Kosh appears to have been firmly established. The inhabitants lived in permanent mud brick settlements and depended heavily on domesticated plants and animals for their subsistence. The discoveries at Ali Kosh demonstrate how agricultural knowledge spread and developed across southwestern Iran. They also show that cereal cultivation had become an integral part of daily life, supporting larger populations and more stable communities. Other evidence from the Iranian plateau, additional archaeological sites across the Iranian plateau, contribute to our understanding of early agriculture. Areas near Tepe Sialk and other Neolithic settlements have yielded remains of cultivated cereals, storage facilities, grinding stones, and agricultural tools. Together, these sites reveal a broad pattern of farming development throughout ancient Iran. Importantly, many of the wild ancestors of domesticated wheat and barley naturally occurred within the landscapes of western Iran. This ecological fact supports the view that local communities played an active role in the domestication process rather than simply adopting crops developed elsewhere. Modern archaeological research increasingly recognizes the Fertile Crescent as a mosaic of interacting regions rather than a single center of domestication. Within this broader framework, the Iranian Zagros emerges as one of the most important areas where humans independently contributed to the development of agriculture, transforming human society. The domestication of wheat and barley fundamentally altered human existence. Reliable cereal production enabled the creation of food surpluses that could be stored for future use. This reduced dependence on seasonal wild resources and encouraged the establishment of permanent settlements. As agricultural productivity increased, populations grew and communities expanded. Larger settlements required new forms of social organization, cooperation, and resource management. Storage facilities, communal labor systems, and specialized crafts gradually emerged. Over time, these developments contributed to increasing social complexity and economic diversification. Agriculture also stimulated technological innovation. The need to cultivate, harvest, process, and store cereals led to improvements in tools, architecture, and food processing techniques. In later periods, agricultural traditions supported sophisticated water management systems, including irrigation networks that allowed farming to flourish in increasingly diverse environments. Long-term legacy. The impact of wheat and barley domestication extended far beyond the Neolithic period. These crops became staple foods throughout the Near East and eventually spread across Europe, Asia, and North Africa. Their cultivation supported the rise of urban societies, trade networks, and early states. In Iran, the agricultural foundations established during the Neolithic ultimately contributed to the emergence of complex civilizations such as the Elamites. Surplus food production enabled specialization, long-distance exchange, monumental construction, and cultural development on an unprecedented scale. Today, wheat and barley remain among the world's most important crops, feeding billions of people. Their origins can be traced back to the experiments and innovations of ancient farming communities that lived in regions such as the Zagros Mountains. Conclusion: the domestication of wheat and barley was a revolutionary achievement that transformed human history. Archaeological evidence from sites such as Chogha, Golan, and Ali Kosh demonstrates that Western Iran played a crucial role in this process. The Zagros region preserves one of the clearest records of the gradual transition from wild plant management to true agriculture, highlighting the ingenuity and persistence of Neolithic communities. Although domestication occurred across multiple interconnected regions of the Fertile Crescent, the evidence from ancient Iran underscores the country's significant and enduring contribution to one of humanity's greatest innovations. Through the cultivation of wheat and barley, the people of the Iranian Zagros helped create the agricultural foundations upon which later civilizations and much of the modern world would be built.